running right now. You don't want it running when you're trying to put a med in.
I don't have this at home.
No, you won't. But I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to hold that. So you want to clamp the clamp so that pressure, that air pressure in your abdomen doesn't come back and push.
Right.
And then I like to see how all the med sits at the bottom. Whereas if you held it the other way, you wouldn't really get much of it. Yes.
So I'm going to try to do the same thing with my little addition to the program, right?
That's right. And I always recommend flushing with at least 60 cc's. Because remember I talked about the tube and how it can get little particles of those medicines stuck on there, and then it'll eventually get clogged. And see how there's still a little bit of meds left in there. So if I get another 60 cc's and flush that through, it should be plenty to not clog the tube, and then get everything else in there. And who couldn't use an extra 60 cc's of delicious water in their body? And you shouldn't really meet any resistance. It should just flow in nicely. And don't push it too quick. Just nice and gentle. Done. And just unclamp it. There you go with your food.
No, I'm going to have, I guess I'm going to be pumping myself with these syringes of food when I go home.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get lots of supplies to take home with you.
I don't get the little funky machine.
No, because you'll usually, like I said, most people at home, we call it like gavage feed. So it's just gravity, and you can make it run faster by holding it up higher, depending on your tolerance, or you can just have it hanging low, so it's just trickling in over an hour or whatever. It depends on people's tolerance. Some people can tolerate food going in really quickly, but some people can't, and so you'll just have to, see how you figure it out. But most people that I know that go home with peg tubes go home with a peg tube, not on a pump.
Yeah.
Or maybe an option is, if you don't feel like you're getting enough calories, getting a pump and running it at nighttime or whatever for, but that's even if you can get I think if you can get it in during the day, then you should be able to just go to bed at night without anything and just rest your rest, and you don't want to be digesting, because you don't want to be digesting all the time.
No, of course not.
You're just gonna be tired, right? Try to eat normally your meals throughout the day, and then give yourself time to absorb, and then nighttime is just rest time, which is what I hope for you tonight, except for this will be trickling in.
Yeah.
Correct?
Okay, great.
Very good. See.